Let's do a little 200-mile review on the new Jeep Wrangler. If you're new to the channel or maybe haven't been here for a while, recently traded Jeep Gladiator off on the 2025 Jeep Wrangler 4-door, and really did that because the wife, she did not like the Jeep Gladiator, so she fell in love with this and we got it. But let's do a little kind of a pet peeves thing, I guess, or a few things that I've noticed that I really don't like about this. Now, first of all, I love it. I love this Jeep Wrangler. I've never had a 4-door Wrangler before. Of course, the Gladiator was 4-door. But it's awesome. I think it's an awesome truck, but nothing is perfect, right, or awesome Jeep. Number one is, and I've mentioned this before, so I'm not going to dwell on it, it's the stop start, the auto stop feature. Hopefully that's going away in vehicles. I've heard, and not to get political, but the current administration is going to get rid of whatever initiates that requirement, I guess. So hopefully that's going to be gone soon. I could put the eliminator device, it's this little plug and play thing that you stick in between the switch and the Jeep's wiring, I guess, that remembers the last setting, so once you turn it off, it's off. Probably will do that because I hate it that much. Next up, these damn tires. You know, I love the look of the mud terrains on the Jeep Wrangler, really on any vehicle, any truck or Jeep, but they're just no good when it comes to, I guess, pavement driving, and that makes sense because it's really not what they're designed for, right? They're designed to be off-road beasts, and they are, but that means they're not great on-road, right? They grab the road too much, in my opinion. They kind of alter the steering here and there depending upon what kind of asphalt you're going over. I mean, if there's an imperfection in the asphalt, which, let's face it, there is everywhere, it wants to grab that and pull you one way or the other. Now, it's not extreme, it's not like it's going to rip you off the road, but it's definitely something that you can feel for sure. The added weight reduces your fuel economy. That's something else we'll get to in a minute. And I also wonder if, because of the nature of the tires and the way that they are so aggressive in grabbing the road, if they add more wear to the steering. I mean, the steering itself, the linkage, all that stuff, all the pieces and parts, it kind of has to fight against the way that the tires grab the road, right? I don't know if that's a thing or not, and if anybody out there knows or has any, factual information on that, I would be curious to know if mud terrain tires actually add to faster wear on the steering components. Let's get to fuel economy. And part of the reason I hate this, I guess, is probably because of those mud terrains, the weight of them, right? I'm getting 14.8 miles per gallon. Definitely not what Jeep states on the sticker. I talked about that in another video, and that they really should be required to give you an accurate rating based on the tires that they put on the Jeep. I mean, they came this way from the factory, right? It's not accurate, and 14.8 miles per gallon is pretty horrid in my opinion. I don't dig it. I wish it was getting a little better. Yeah, I do know it's a Jeep. I know it's not going to be a hyper miler. I'm not expecting to get 40 miles or more per gallon, of course, but 14.8, I could be driving a full-size truck and get better fuel economy than that, let's be honest. One thing I really do like, though, is the power of the V6. So it's not like everything is horrible. There are trade-offs. I know the 4-cylinder turbo version would get better fuel economy, but I like having this added extra power, I guess, that I get out of the V6. The window controls. Now, this is a Jeep thing. It's not unique to the Wrangler. I think it's the same in every Jeep Wrangler-ish or Gladiator-style Jeep. But I don't dig the location in the center area. And that's really because I think all my other vehicles are on the door, and I think Jeep ought to be that way. I know it's probably some traditional thing or something, but I think they should be moved to the doors. Let's be honest, every other car you have is that way, and when you get in and out of different vehicles, I'm always reaching over there. Again, this is a pet peeve thing, right? It's not world changing or earth shattering and not something that would make me not want the vehicle, but it's annoying at points. And going on along with that, I guess that's annoying as well, is why don't we have an auto up feature on the windows? I have an auto down. I can push the button, the windows go all the way down. I don't have to hold it or anything. But when I want to put the windows up, I have to hold the damn button. I don't like that. I really would prefer that it was a one-touch up and down. And these days, why don't we have that? What is Jeep's rationale to not having it? And it's not that I have some lower trim version. This is a Willys trim line, and I would think it would include that, but it does not. Something else that I really do love about this Jeep is the comfort of it. Even though we've got these mud terrain tires that really want to grab the road, it still is a pretty smooth ride for a Jeep. I mean, I realize it's not a Cadillac, it's not a Lexus or an Audi or whatever, but it still is pretty darn smooth to ride down the road. I really do like that, and I think Jeep has come a long way from where they used to be. I mean, I had a Jeep it's probably been 20 plus or 30 years ago. It's been a long time, maybe more than that, I hate to admit. But they were always pretty darn rough. We really don't have that anymore. Much, much better ride quality or improvement, I guess, in the way that the Jeep rides. Let's talk about the steering for a minute. This is another improvement in the in the Wrangler. You know, for years, Jeep has always had, I guess, really loosey-goosey steering. You know, it was never more crisp or tight. Much better these days than it was before, and I think it would be even better if I did have a less aggressive tire on the vehicle. So another good improvement by Jeep. Another thing I really can't stand is this stupid Gorilla Glass. They charge you more money for it. It's supposed to be more durable. I've never found that to be true. We had it on another vehicle, one that I haven't had on the channels, and it chipped just as easily as regular glass. So I think it's just a marketing ploy to get more money out of the buyer. They claim that it's stronger. They call it Gorilla. It should be stronger. It's really not. And think about it. If a rock or whatever hits your windshield, it's gonna chip. I don't care what they do. The only way they could probably get around it is if they put, I don't know, bulletproof glass or something in the windshield. And imagine what that would cost. Anyway, those are just a few things that, as I have more seat time in this Jeep at a couple hundred miles, that I'm really not big on, but they're minor. Again, they're pet peeve kind of things. Nothing that would make me think, gee, why did we get this? We should trade it off and get something else. I really do love it. Leave a comment. Let me know. If you've got a Jeep four-door Wrangler, what do you like about it? What do you not like about it? What are some of your pet peeves? I'd be curious to know. And don't forget, smash that subscribe button if you haven't before, and we'll see you next time on the web. Bye.